hope in the future that will pass. But the Constitution Party was with Dr. Paul on that issue a long time before the Democrats and the Republicans decided to jump on board. A couple other things I would mention in the area of immigration. The national parties are not really going to fight too much against illegal immigration. You can stop that pretty quickly by simply saying we will not give automatic birthright citizenship to the children of those that are in this country illegally.
Yes.
And could be done by statute. We had over 100 co-sponsors. Do you think George Bush would come out of the White House and support that? No! They told Tom Tancredo, don't you come back. I think they sang him that song too. And he didn't get to go back. And another thing you could do, oh so simple, just a statutory change. You can't get into the public schools and cost the taxpayers of a locality, a state, or a nation unless you produce a birth certificate, naturalization certificate, or your legal residency papers. Do you think they'll do that? Nope. Because they really don't want to solve the problem. Do you think they'll do that when you go down to the social services office and ask for food stamps? Nope, because they don't really want to solve the problem. Do you think they'll go require that if you food stamps in the Department of Agriculture administered through the Department of Social Services? Do you think they'll do that when you want to get in public housing? Even though public housing says if you're illegal here, you're not supposed to be around. No, they're not going to do that because that would end the situation. The magnets to come here illegally would be gone. And one last magnet is don't hire anyone that's here illegally. E-Verify helps that, but there are ways that can be done working with employers and states. Do you think the current administration, or do you think the administration of Governor Romney is going to have his Attorney General stand shoulder to shoulder with Alabama and Arizona and say, we're going to support you. We're going to confront this problem at the state level, local level, and national level? Nope, they're not going to do it because they really don't want to do it. Why don't they want to do it? Same reason they don't want to reduce the number of green cards in this country until unemployment's under 5%. Democrats want more third world persons in here that think like they think because the green card is a path to citizenship. And if you give them amnesty, they will have a card that'll give them a path to citizenship. And what does that mean? They're going to be voting Democratic. They like it. When you say, well, why would any of the Republicans want that? The big money Republicans, do they care more about what the Constitution says, what the values are good for the country, like traditional marriage, balancing the budget, or what's best for their wallets? I have found that most of the very wealthy, not all, but most, if you got a choice between standing on a principle like ending illegal immigration, preserving jobs in America for American citizens, or your wallet, what are they going to take? They're going to take your wallet. And that's what they're doing. They want a lot more people from more countries in here. Why? Drives down wages. Just say if you're running a hotel chain, do you want more people in here so you can have lower wages for the people that are, we stayed over at a local facility. They want the person that serves the breakfast to be as low wage as possible. The people that clean up in the rooms to be as low wage as possible. It's all about money. And they get a lot of money and they say, you know what, now with the 32nd ad, the Republican candidates are really going to need our money through our PACs and our super PACs. We can control this situation. I got news for them. One day, when the scales tip over the other way, and they get someone like Chavez down in Venezuela that can really talk to the masses of the people, they're going to kick them out of their big houses. And they're going to say, well, it's time to redistribute. But they're not looking that far down the road. They should be looking that far down the road. If they were looking that far down the road, they'd say, well, look, it's time to adopt the position of the Constitution Party and Virgil Goode on immigration. And we will have the traditional values and beliefs of the United States of America preserved into the future.
Amen.
November 6th is just a few weeks away. We need your help. If you take a few cards, just hand them out. Get a yard sign, stick it in the yard. Just having a little presence like that can be very helpful. I want to thank all of you for what you've done so far. And let's work hard, and when they say, vote for Romney, he's the lesser of two evils. That's right. Don is exactly right. Still evil. Vote for what's right. If you will vote for what's right, you can change America and you can put us in the right direction and stop us from going down the cliff to a more socialistic future where the government does more and more and takes more and more of your money, and where you are in a position you have to do always what the government says. And I can tell you, Luke told us the first 10 amendments, you're going to see those scrunched and changed around. You already saw it with the National Defense Authorization Act. They didn't respect the right to search and seizure and some other fundamental constitutional rights. So if we want to support the Constitution, let's go to work on November 6th. Give Jeanette a vote. Give me and Jim Clymer a vote. And send a message. And it is just possible, long shot, very long shot, that we could win. Why? Because the American people may say, you know what? Instead of the multi-hundred millionaires and the billionaires controlling what I think, I'm going to read about the other candidates on their websites. And I'm not going to be bought off by a 30-second ad that's slamming Obama or a 30-second ad that's slamming Romney. Because that's what is the main influencer on polls, the main influencer of the American public. I say in 2012, what we need to do, spend your money. But money is not going to buy us in 2012. We're going to vote for what's right. We're going to vote for the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the American public. And we will send those that want to control us through their billions a real message that the average citizen is in control and not just a special